Ever wondered why crossing a Sigma male might not be the best idea? Well, you're not alone. Sigma males have long been the subject of fascination and intrigue, their unique characteristics setting them apart in a world dominated by alpha and beta personalities. Sigma males, often referred to as the lone wolves of society, are known for their independent nature. They are self-sufficient, self-reliant, and do not feel the need to conform to societal norms or expectations. They're the ones who march to the beat of their own drum, often preferring solitude to the company of others. These men are not antisocial, as some might believe, but rather selectively social. They choose to invest their time and energy in pursuits that matter to them, rather than squandering it on superficial social interactions. This makes them somewhat of an enigma, a mystery that adds to their allure. Sigma males also have a unique set of characteristics that set them apart from others. They're strategic thinkers, always planning and calculating their moves. They have a firm grip on their emotions, maintaining an air of calm and control even in the face of adversity. They're adaptable, able to adjust to different situations and environments with ease. And perhaps most importantly, they're deeply self-aware, understanding their strengths and weaknesses and constantly striving for self-improvement. Crossing a Sigma male, therefore, may not be the wisest move. Their strategic thinking, emotional control, and adaptability make them formidable opponents, and their self-awareness and non-conformity mean they won't be swayed by petty manipulation or attempts to control them. So why should you never cross a Sigma male? Well, the reasons are many and varied, and in this video, we're going to delve deeper into each one. Join us on this enlightening journey as we uncover 10 reasons why you should never cross a Sigma male. First and foremost, their unpredictability. Sigma males dance to the rhythm of their own drums. They are not bound by societal norms or expectations, making their actions and reactions unpredictable. This unpredictability is not born out of chaos, but rather a deep-seated determination to live life on their own terms. It's this singularity that often sets them apart from the crowd. Imagine this: you're playing chess, but your opponent isn't following the usual strategies. They're making moves you didn't anticipate, and every plan you had is now irrelevant. That's what crossing a Sigma male feels like. They don't play by the rules you're familiar with, they have their own. This unpredictability can be unsettling for those who cross them. It's like venturing into uncharted waters without a map or a compass. They're a question mark, a mystery, and that can be intimidating. It's easy to navigate situations when you can anticipate reactions, but with Sigma males, there's no such comfort. It's important to understand that their unpredictability isn't a game or a tactic. It's simply a manifestation of their refusal to be boxed in. They value their freedom and individuality above all else, and they won't compromise those for anyone or anything. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you're considering crossing a Sigma male, remember this: you're not just crossing a person, you're stepping into the realm of the unpredictable, and that's territory where few dare to tread. Secondly, their self-sufficiency. Sigma males embody the spirit of independence in its purest form. They exude a sense of self-reliance that is deeply ingrained in their character. It's not that they despise help from others, but rather they find satisfaction in their ability to handle life's challenges on their own terms. They thrive on their own, rarely depending on others for emotional or material needs. This isn't born out of arrogance, but rather a strong belief in their own abilities. They have a natural propensity to take charge of their lives, to steer their own ship, and to carve their own path in the world. A Sigma male's resilience is rooted in this self-sufficiency. They are like a bamboo, bending but never breaking, navigating through life's storms with an unwavering spirit. This resilience makes them less susceptible to manipulation. They are not easily swayed by the opinions of others, nor are they quick to compromise their values and beliefs. Their self-sufficiency isn't a shield they use to keep the world at bay, but rather, it's a testament to their inner strength. It's a reflection of their confidence, their self-belief, and their courage to stand alone when necessary. This characteristic, coupled with their unpredictability, makes them a force to be reckoned with. They are not easily influenced, and they certainly aren't easy to control. A Sigma male's self-sufficiency makes them a formidable opponent. Thirdly, Sigma males are strategic thinkers. When faced with a complex situation, their minds instantly start mapping out the best course of action. They don't leap without looking. Instead, they methodically plan their moves, considering every possible outcome before making a decision. While others might see a chaotic situation, Sigma males see an intricate web of opportunities and possible pitfalls. They have a knack for analyzing details, breaking them down, and using this information to plot their journey. This analytical approach helps them to remain 2 steps ahead of others. They don't rely on luck or chance. Their moves are calculated, their decisions measured. They understand that every action has a consequence, and they're always prepared for it. Sigma males aren't ones to make impulsive decisions. They don't act on a whim or let emotions cloud their judgment. They're like master chess players, anticipating their opponent's moves and planning their own accordingly. What sets them apart is their ability to think long-term. They're not swayed by immediate gratification. They're patient, willing to wait for the right moment to act. Their focus is on the end game. They know that winning isn't about making the most moves, but making the right ones. Sigma males are like the silent architects of their own lives, carefully designing their path to success. They're not just living in the present, they're shaping their future. Their strategic thinking makes them a tough adversary to outwit. Fourthly, their emotional control. This is a key trait that sets Sigma males apart from the pack. Now you might be wondering, what's so special about emotional control? Well, let me tell you. Sigma males have an uncanny ability to keep their feelings in check, a trait not many can boast about. They don't let their emotions dictate their actions. Instead, they use their emotions as tools, harnessing them to navigate through life's many challenges. It's like they've got this internal emotional thermostat that they can adjust to keep their feelings at just the right temperature regardless of the situation. Picture yourself in a stressful situation. Most people would react impulsively, letting their emotions take the driver's seat. But not Sigma males. They remain composed, maintaining a calm demeanor that can be unsettling to those who are used to more reactive responses. This emotional control extends to every facet of their lives. It allows them to make rational decisions, even in the face of extreme pressure. It helps them maintain relationships, as they don't let petty arguments or disagreements escalate into something bigger. And perhaps most importantly, it serves as a protective shield against any attempts to provoke them. Sigma males aren't easily baited into emotional outbursts. They won't give you the satisfaction of seeing them lose their cool. Instead, they'll stay composed, assessing the situation with a level-headedness that's truly admirable. Their emotional control is a strong shield against any attempts to provoke them. It's a key reason why you should never cross a Sigma male. Fifth on our list is their non-conformity. This trait is a cornerstone of the Sigma male. Unlike their alpha and beta counterparts, Sigma males don't feel the need to conform to societal expectations. They are the rule breakers, the iconoclasts, the ones who march to the beat of their own drum. It's not about rebellion for rebellion's sake, but rather a deep-seated belief in their own path and the courage to follow it, no matter what. This non-conformity makes them immune to peer pressure or manipulation tactics that rely on societal norms. You see, Sigma males don't measure their worth by the standards of others. They don't need the approval of the crowd to validate their choices. Their compass is internal, not external. This unique perspective allows them to see beyond the societal illusions that many of us are trapped in. They can see the puppet strings that manipulate the masses and refuse to be one of the puppets. This non-conformity doesn't come without its challenges. It can lead to feelings of isolation, misunderstandings, and sometimes even conflict. But Sigma males are willing to face these challenges head-on. They understand that the road less traveled is often the one that leads to the greatest growth and self-discovery. This trait is not for everyone. It requires a certain level of courage, self-assuredness, and resilience. But for Sigma males, it's just part of who they are. Their non-conformity gives them the strength to go against the grain. The sixth reason is their introverted nature. Now, this doesn't mean that Sigma males are antisocial or shy. On the contrary, they can be quite charming and engaging when they choose to be. But what sets them apart is their comfort with solitude. They relish their time alone, using it to recharge, reflect, and delve deep into their own thoughts. This introverted side of Sigma males has its own set of benefits, one of which is their resilience against loneliness or isolation tactics. While many people might feel disoriented or distressed when left alone, Sigma males thrive in such conditions. They are comfortable in their own company, and they don't need constant social interaction to feel fulfilled or content. Their introverted nature also enhances their mysterious aura. They are not the kind of people who wear their hearts on their sleeves. Instead, they keep their thoughts and feelings to themselves, only sharing them when they deem it necessary. This trait makes them intriguing and somewhat inscrutable to others. Moreover, their introverted nature allows them to focus deeply on their interests and pursuits. They can spend hours, even days, engrossed in a project or hobby without feeling the need for social validation or approval. They are self-driven and self-motivated, which further adds to their allure. In essence, the introverted nature of Sigma males is not a weakness but a strength. It's a fortress of solitude that protects them, allowing them to remain independent and self-reliant. Their introverted nature is a fortress of solitude that protects them. Seventhly, their lone wolf mentality. Sigma males are often perceived as solitary creatures, not because they lack social skills or the ability to connect with others, but simply due to their independent and self-reliant nature. They are the lone wolves in the human social hierarchy, not because they are outcasts, but because they choose to be. This lone wolf mentality comes from a place of strength, not weakness. It's about being comfortable in one's own company, about not needing the validation of the crowd to feel content. Sigma males are less likely to be swayed by group dynamics or peer pressure. They don't follow the herd, they follow their own path. They are not influenced by the whims of society, nor are they swayed by popular opinion. This doesn't mean that they are antisocial or that they shun human interaction. Quite the contrary. Sigma males can be incredibly charismatic and engaging when they choose to be. However, they don't crave constant social stimulation. They are comfortable with solitude, finding it rejuvenating rather than draining. The lone wolf mentality of Sigma males also extends to their decision-making process. They don't rely on others to validate their choices or to guide them. They trust their instincts, their judgment, their wisdom. They are confident in their ability to navigate life's challenges alone, making it hard to corner them. Their lone wolf mentality makes it hard to corner them. It's not about being unapproachable. It's about being uncompromisingly self-reliant and fiercely independent. The eighth reason is their adaptability. Sigma males are like chameleons, seamlessly blending into any environment they find themselves in. They're not just visitors or observers, they become a part of the landscape. This ability to adapt is not just physical, but also mental and emotional. They can change their thought processes, their perspectives, their behaviors to fit the situation at hand. This adaptability isn't about pretending or putting on a show. It's about survival. It's about thriving. Sigma males have an uncanny ability to take in their surroundings, understand the dynamics at play, and then adjust their approach accordingly. They don't resist change. They embrace it. They don't fear the unknown. They explore it. And it's not just about reacting to change, but also about proactively creating change when necessary. If a situation doesn't serve them, they adapt it to their advantage. They're not afraid to shake things up, to disrupt the status quo, to introduce new ideas or ways of doing things. This adaptability makes them hard to destabilize or unnerve. You can't throw them off their game because they're always ready to adjust their game. They're not rigid or stuck in their ways. They're fluid, flexible, ever-evolving. They're not just surviving, they're thriving. They're not just adapting to the world, they're adapting the world to them. Their adaptability allows them to survive and thrive in any situation. Ninthly, Sigma males are deep thinkers. They are not just surface-level observers of the world, they dive deep into the ocean of thought, exploring and analyzing every aspect of a situation or concept. Their minds are always at work, always questioning, always probing, always seeking to understand the underlying mechanisms that drive the world around them. This deep-thinking nature of Sigma males often makes them introspective. They possess a keen sense of self-reflection, constantly evaluating their actions, their beliefs, their values. They are not ones to act impulsively. Instead, they take the time to think things through, to weigh the pros and cons, to consider all possible outcomes. Their decisions are not made lightly, but are the result of careful consideration and thoughtful deliberation. Furthermore, their deep-thinking nature makes Sigma males thoughtful individuals. They are considerate and mindful of others, often taking the time to understand different perspectives and viewpoints. They value empathy and understanding, always striving to see the world through the eyes of others. In a world that often moves too fast, where quick decisions are praised and slow deliberation is frowned upon, Sigma males stand as a beacon of thoughtful consideration. They remind us of the importance of taking the time to think, to reflect, to understand. They teach us that not all decisions should be made in haste, that sometimes the best course of action is to pause, to think, to consider. Their propensity for deep thinking makes them hard to outsmart. Sigma males are not easily fooled, for they see beyond surface-level appearances. They understand the deeper, hidden layers of the world. And finally, their self-awareness. One of the most powerful traits that set Sigma males apart is their profound sense of self-awareness. They possess an innate understanding of who they are, their individual strengths, weaknesses, desires, and the values that drive them. This is not a trait that can be easily faked or learned overnight. It is a result of deep introspection, constant self-evaluation, and a persistent quest for self-improvement. Self-awareness is the lens through which Sigma males view the world. It is the compass that guides their decisions, the filter that sifts through the noise of societal expectations, and the shield that protects them from manipulation and deceit. It gives them the ability to see through illusions, to discern truth from falsehood, and to stay true to their path no matter how winding or challenging it may be. They know their limitations and are not afraid to acknowledge them. They understand that their weaknesses are not flaws to be ashamed of, but opportunities for growth and self-improvement. This understanding makes them difficult to manipulate or deceive. They are not swayed by flattery or intimidated by criticism. Sigma males are like deep, tranquil pools. On the surface, they may seem calm and unassuming, but beneath the surface, they are a whirlpool of self-awareness, introspection, and wisdom. They are masters of their minds, captains of their souls, and architects of their destinies. Their self-awareness is their greatest strength and shield. So we've learned a lot about Sigma males, haven't we? Let's recap, shall we? We started with the unpredictability of Sigma males, their tendency to surprise and their resistance to being boxed into societal norms. They are the wild cards, the ones who keep the world guessing, and that's a trait that demands respect. Then we explored their self-sufficiency. These are men who don't rely on others to define their worth or chart their course. They are self-reliant, self-sustaining, and self-driven. This independence is not an act of rebellion, it's an act of self-respect. We moved on to their strategic thinking. Sigma males are not impulsive, they are calculative, thoughtful, and always one step ahead. They see life as a game of chess, not checkers, and they play to win, but always with honor. Their emotional control is another striking feature. They are masters of their feelings, not slaves to them. They understand that emotions are important, but they also know that they can't let them run the show. We then delved into their non-conformity. Sigma males don't follow the crowd. They follow their own instincts and beliefs. They value authenticity over popularity and are not afraid to stand alone. Their introverted nature was our next stop. This is not about being antisocial. It's about being selectively social. They value deep, meaningful connections over superficial ones. The lone wolf mentality of Sigma males is another defining trait. They are comfortable in their own company and don't need the validation of a pack. Next, we discussed their adaptability. They can thrive in any situation, any environment. They are survivors, not because they avoid challenges, but because they overcome them. Then, we touched on their deep thinking. They are introspective, philosophical, always seeking knowledge and wisdom. Finally, we highlighted their self-awareness. They know who they are, what they want, and where they are going. They have a clear vision and purpose. Remember, it's not about fearing Sigma males, rather understanding and respecting their unique traits. After all, everyone has their own path to walk, and for Sigma males, it's often a path less traveled.